The other night around 9 o'clock at night, I was taking the trash out, and maybe like some of you feel at that time of night, it felt like I was totally out of energy, like on empty. And it was only a Monday. And that's when I ran into a neighbor, an older woman who was coming in with her groceries. I said hello, and I asked her how her husband was doing. And she explained that he's doing okay. He's in a skilled nursing facility, and there are some challenges. But then she said, Father, I'm so happy. He had a great visit from a chaplain, and they prayed our prayer. She then went on to pray for me, a beautiful prayer, and her face lit up. She told me that she and her husband had said that prayer for decades of marriage, every night, without fail, and sometimes even over the phone when she can't be there. In today's readings, we hear two opposite stories. On the one hand, there is Solomon, whom God has blessed throughout his whole life, and yet in his elderly years, he drifts, and he is susceptible to being led astray by his wives to worship strange gods. But on the other hand, there is the Greek woman in the gospel who is not a Jew, and yet believed in Jesus' healing power. As we heard, she was undauntingly persistent in seeking healing for her daughter. None of us knows how we're going to respond in life, whether to prosperity or adversity, until we're in the moment. And likewise, none of us know how age will affect our faith until we are where we are. But we do have reminders from God, reminders to be on guard against our susceptibility to drift, like Solomon, as well as the encouragement to seek to draw closer to God each day, like the woman in the gospel and my neighbor. Monday night, as I prepared to say goodnight to my neighbor, I asked her to give my best to her husband, to let him know that I'm praying for both of them. And it's each day that I make that prayer. It was then that I saw that radiant smile again and knew that God had blessed me with a reminder of God's presence in our lives and how it enables us to persevere in faith and love, even amidst the most difficult of times. My brothers and sisters, may we never forget God's desire to keep us close so that we might have faith in how he works in our lives, especially when we need him the most. And may we never underestimate the power of prayer, of love, and a witness of faith, even when in our lives it feels very late at night.